be chilling tonight. I need to feel tonight, man. Hey, man, where my radio, man? Yeah, let's go. I need you to turn that up. Damn it, tonight. Turn on the radio. You and I turn on the radio. Yeah, turn on the radio. You and the cops on the radio.
Pull the way up like we in a club. Fly flashy, grown classy, so turn to the dub. Saturday mornings, no walk of shame, we fresh up. 950 lounge, that's my guilty pleasure. I don't miss my favorite show, I put everything on hold. Work the baby, even the babysitter know. When 950 come on, don't bother. I'm locked in 10 to 1, no problem.
Turn on the radio. You and I turn on the radio. Yeah. Turn on the radio. You and the cops on the radio.
We got a brother here to my left, talented recording artist.
Talk to him.
I think we played one of his tracks, no doubt. I'm doing that.
Church.
And he's doing his thing. He's down with my peoples at Splash Geo on the team. And they here this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 950 Lounge, making his debut here. I don't know what else you did, but this is your first stop here.
All right.
My homie, Skywalker Dutch. What's going on, brother?
What up?
Thanks for coming in this morning.
Man, thank you for having me.
I know it's late nights and early mornings with, the music cat, so I know it's the early morning, so we
5 or
appreciate
6 a.m., so my voice, you can hear my voice a little. It's crazy right
We
now.
almost lost one of y'all through the wall a minute ago. Man.
Yeah, that's a fact. I mean, well, if y'all would have wrote it a little bigger, maybe we would have seen, you know what I mean? But it's
Mike
cool.
the moderator is on his way. If you want any legal, go to him. The other brothers in Canada.
Oh, wow, it's over.
It's over. But again, thanks for coming this morning,
Definitely.
man. Let's get into it, man. Again, recording artist extraordinaire. You're doing a lot of different things, working with Splash, man.
Sounds about right.
Talk about the journey, because we bring a lot of artists here, a lot of independent people of all sorts, and everybody's got a story on how they got started. Some do. The ones we like to do, that we bring here, we have.
Yeah, they'd be like, I just started yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Then we ask them to walk out the left door.
Yes.
Sounds about right.
64 years old.
Yeah,
Talk
sounds
about
right.
your journey and how this music situation came about and you felt like it's something that you can do.
Well, I mean, first of all, I'm from YO, you know what I'm saying? For a lot of y'all don't know what YO stand for, that's Yonkers, you know what I'm saying? Home of the brave all day. But pretty much what started me with music is I came up under Shock, DJ Shock. If y'all not familiar with him, he produced a lot of records for DMX, Busta Rhymes, Eve. I mean, the list goes on. But I was pretty much under his wing, just watching him record, and I was just intrigued by the aspect of making music and putting everything together and stuff like that. It was just very interesting to me, the whole aspect. So yeah, that's pretty much how I got started with music. It just pretty much took over my life.
Growing up in Yonkers, you got the Locks, you got DMX, you got, and then being right neighbor in the Bronx, you come from musical history and royalty. What was some of the inspirations that you can pull as a young artist that you listen to and enjoy, and maybe even kind of emulate a little bit into your style?
Right. I mean, to emulate into my style, I would say I pretty much don't sound like anybody. Any person that I do listen to, you probably couldn't even compare me to them. But I would say the influence for me coming up would definitely be Big Pun. Okay. That was probably my biggest influence, to be honest with you. And
man sitting right there.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. R.I.P. man, to one of the greatest. But definitely my biggest influence. And obviously, me being from the town, I was able to come up and just watch, because I was in the studio with Jadakiss and all of them, and just watching them, do what they do best. And those obviously were my influences as well, not just because I was around them.
Right.
So how's it like when you see Big Pun, he's doing what he's doing, you're like, all right, how do I make a move where I could be better than him?
Right.
How do you sit down and design that plan? What do you do to design a plan to say I want to be better than him?
Right. I think it all comes with just I'm sorry about that.
That's all good.
I think it all comes with just you putting forth the effort you know, and really taking this craft serious. A lot of people, you know, come into this game, I wouldn't say for the wrong reasons, you know, but
give me 3 of the wrong reasons to come into the rap game. Be honest though, because there's a lot of dudes out here that want to all be rappers. They want all the females. They want all the videos, dancing, yeah, you know. But to you, what are the 3 reasons or 3 wrong reasons,
right,
to enter the rap game?
I can't give you 3, but I could definitely give you 2, and that's money and fame. Okay. I think a lot of people, when they come into this right away, the first thing that's on their mind is they want to become millionaires off of this music thing, and they don't understand that it don't happen overnight. It's a process, you know. And you know, for me personally, like, I do music because I love music. I genuinely love music. You know, the money is just going to come after. Obviously, everybody wants to make money in what they're doing. You know, it's a job. You know, but I genuinely came into this just having love for it. Now the fame part of the aspect, excuse me, the fame part of the aspect is even worse because that'll destroy your life. You know, and a lot of people come into this again, they want fame, and they don't understand fame destroys you at the end of the day. If you don't know how to deal with it, you know? So those are my 2.
Now, excuse me, now, because for me back in the days, I used to DJ and everything else. So for yourself,
you still DJ?
Not no more.
Wait, hold on.
I gave that up.
Hold on. I got one question. What was your DJ name? What was your DJ name? Come on. You said you put it out there.
Yeah, nah, it was back in the days was DJ Tubes, like the Wicked One. That was the old one.
DJ Tubes, the Wicked One.
Yeah, the Wicked One. That's right.
He used to be like Mr. Long from Black Street. He used to have Black Sheep. He used to have the little red tail and stuff.
I used to have the flat top, the flat top and everything else.
They call him Mr. Long. You got to ask him that. But
but now for yourself with that.
Whoa.
Yeah. Got nothing to do with that.
Now,
DJ.
I know, right? Now,
I hear you the long version of the music.
But now, but the thing is, when it comes down to music and everything else, when people now, do you produce your own music or do you have other producers that go in? Now, how do you find certain songs and stuff that you listen to that you say, hey, I like that beat, let me get this and get that? How do you go about with all that?
I think it's all teamwork. At the end of the day, I could sit up here and tell you that I do this all by myself. But at the end of the day, like, I have a machine that's running. So we pretty much just, you know, we have a variety of producers that send us, you know, instrumentals and stuff like that, and we just run through them. Obviously, I'm a producer as well, so we just sit there and we just listen to these instrumentals that they send to us, and we pick out the best, and you know, that's it, and we get to work.
Now, the other thing I was going to ask you too is how hard is it? Because most of the people out here that's being independent artists, right? How hard is it to get a lot of the music cleared? Especially if it has samples in it.
Oh, no, we go with that. You know, the greatest thing about how we make music, and there's nothing against the people that's out there sampling and stuff like that. We don't sample nothing. Everything that we do is straight from scratch. You know, it's all ours at the end of the day. And to be honest with you, I just feel it's more creative when you're doing things that way. Again, not to take away from anybody that samples, because obviously, yes, I've definitely rapped on beats that has samples on them, but you know, as far as putting them out there, I wouldn't want to do that.
No, that's good. I commend that because not too many rap artists out there really make their own music like back in the old days.
Right.
Most people want to go and grab an old record and everything else.
Revamp it. And
no, I like that. I like that.
We're chopping it up with Skywalker Dutch. Now, when you came in, we briefly joking, but I want to ask you about that because we talked about like artists who just, you know, they wake up tomorrow wake up yesterday and like with the bug, right? You know, and they take their phone and go, and they start mugging the
You
camera.
sound like one of them doing that.
I've had my moments, but then I came back to life. I came back.
That's not me.
This is what I do here. I'm searching with this.
I got you.
Wait. Do you want to tell them your rap name that you had back in the day?
I don't even remember.
We just pulling cards today.
See what you do? You know, everybody card game pulled.
You know, that going back to Evander Child's beatboxing, you know.
Okay.
But that's a long time ago.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know what it was either.
I don't know what that was. I'll be honest. I'll say I don't know what that was.
This is why I found my calling here.
That's a fact.
But does it, as an artist who really does this, who's put the work in, who's worked with people, team in place, does it bother you, or does it you feel cheap in the fact of what you do when people just come out and feel like they can just do it? Because I know as a radio host, when we do a show and we put the work in and do all the things we need to do to be successful in multiple markets, and somebody comes and says, well, I got my Facebook Live, I'm a host. Not that I really care, but I'm like, you know, it kind of cheapens when we go out and try to make
almost
money,
like watered down.
Exactly, and say, well, you're just like this guy I
Right.
saw in Cleveland. Does it bother you, or do you even care? But does it bother you the fact from a business perspective
Right.
when people just don't put the work in and call themselves artists like you are?
I would say in that aspect it would bother me, but for the most part, it doesn't. Only because, like, you know, not for nothing, man. Like, we all started from somewhere. Like, I wasn't always an artist. I wasn't always making beats, you know, at the end of the day. And I'm sure there was somebody out there that said the same thing about me, like, oh, now Dutch wants to be an artist. Like, so, you know, but again, it's like, it's all the work you put into it. So today, this kid might wake up, and say he wants to do what we doing or whatever.
Right.
And we just have to let him get that platform and see where he goes with it. I mean, at the end of the day, like, again, we all started from somewhere. Nobody was nice when they first started. So, you know, that's respectable. But now what you do with it and how far you trying to go with it, that's what means the most to me. If you're just trying to do this to how, when we was talking about the fame and the money, if that's what you're doing it for, then I can't respect that. Because you know, there's people out there that genuinely love making music.
Yeah. Rodeo, you know?
Well, what made you pick the name Skywalker Dutch? I mean,
That's a funny question. Yeah.
He's not always a funny dude.
No, but you know, 'cause I always say that, you know, and when you have a name in anything in entertainment, it represents you.
Absolutely.
So what made you pick the name, you know, Skywalker Dutch?
Right. Honestly, the name Skywalker was kind of given to me. Dutch I always had.
For other reasons.
Yeah, for other reasons.
Municipal purposes only.
And actually, Skywalker is an extension of that, pretty much. You know, so that's it. We just going to leave
Cannabis out.
We're gonna leave it at that right there. We're gonna leave it at that.
I would have thought it would have been Star Wars.
Well, you know, it's funny because that's why I said it's a funny question, because that's the first thing people think. And not for nothing, if you come to my recording studio, mostly everybody that comes there, they buy me something that has to do with Star Wars. And I'm like, I don't even like Star Wars. Like, it's cool, but that's not what my name is representing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We play a game sometimes with artists.
Oh, man, not another
Yeah,
game.
another game, you know. I don't know if
Y'all not putting up pictures or nothing, right?
No. This is harmless.
I thought we was about to do that again.
Listen, Gio's one of our sponsors. We ain't messing that up.
Yeah.
Wait, you got some old pictures that people don't want to see?
Well, because I was on a show a while ago, and they played a game, and they like, you know, we're gonna bring up some pictures, and you gotta hashtag them. So
you're gonna see how Hazel Lux walk through the door right now. No, I'm joking. But no, I want to ask.
This is crazy.
I'm joking.
Keeping it real, Coles.
Big shout to my girl Hazel.
Man.
I ain't gonna lie. I looked up like, oh, word, she's here. Like, oh, okay, it's about to turn up for real.
Oh, man.
You know,
Part 2.
Sidebar.
That's
I
a
think
fact.
Hazel is the reason why he joined the cast.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, Just was going through some things. He just coming to hang out. He wasn't on the mic. We've always been friends.
All right.
And we had Hazel on the show. So he goes,
That's my baby.
Hey, great people. Respect to Hazel and following the whole team.
That's a fact.
So he comes and goes, Hazel Lutz gonna be there. So we just put him on the mic.
Yeah.
He was like,
I don't remember this.
I remember.
And he never left.
And he never
I just remember them saying, yo, you want to do the show with us? You want to do the show with us? He said, yeah. He said, all right, come on, you want to do this show? I said, all right. So I sat down, and I had done radio before in college, so it wasn't like I didn't know how to, control myself on the microphone. And then next thing I know, she sits down next to me. I was like, okay.
And that was that.
It was all a dream.
I was like, so this is how we're gonna have to operate. And ever since then, we've been having fun ever since then.
And that was that.
That's his history.
But I want to mention a couple artists. And I want to give me the first thing that pops in your head. Don't overthink it. Just the first thing.
All
You
right.
ready? Let's do it. Young Jeezy,
Dope.
Nelly,
Okay.
Nas,
Legend.
T.I.,
Legend.
50 Cent,
New York.
Kanye West,
Ooh, genius.
Master P.
Entrepreneur.
What about Jadakiss?
Legend.
So how
You
you
use 3 legends. You gotta use
Nah, you
another
gotta.
word.
Legends. How you feel about this young era in rap right now?
I love it. I
love
think they're making music colorful. You know what it is, man? Again, like there's a lot of people out there always bashing, the generation that's coming up, and they gotta understand. It's like I said before, we all had our time. I'm sure when Dr. Dre came out, a lot of people was talking mess about him. I'm sure when Jadakiss came out, they was talking about him. Everybody is going to have some sort of hate or whatever it is when they trying to do something.
If you don't have that, then obviously
you're doing something wrong.
Something wrong.
And now I'll say this. I say a lot of things because I don't understand half of the things these young men are saying. I understand you had a message, but in my opinion, rap music was about expressing words, expressing a story, so forth and so on. But when you just say Gucci Mane, Gucci Lane, Gucci Lane, Gucci Lane, 17 times in one song.
Actually, it was more than that. But
it might be more than that. And I'm just sitting there going, what?
Jiggling.
I mean, I get it. You know, it's a hot beat, and a lot of people, they get a great beat, and you know they could do their ABCs
on it.
And I'm not knocking nobody because you know there's one artist that I always say she does. Oh, I'm sorry, I let it slip. There's an ABC artist that I just can't stand, and I just don't understand why. Like, where's the thought process?
Is that the one
when
who makes
sit
money
down,
moves?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn, you just throw everybody
I'm honest, bro. Listen, that, you don't like it. It's my opinion. I apologize. So I really don't apologize.
Okay.
But when you sit down and you write, because you got a lot of these mumble rappers, you don't understand them. Your raps obviously are clear.
Yeah.
You got a thought process behind them. What do you think about when you put them together? Are you a writer, or are you just going in the booth and saying, I got this in my head, I'm gonna just put it down, go back one more time and clean it up?
I would say both, definitely. Sometimes I write. Sometimes I'll go in the booth and we just come up with melodies and stuff, and then I'll come out and then we put the words to it, you know? I mean, it's a process, man. Like, again, to answer your question with those guys, when you in the club and that music come on, what you doing?
It's a beat.
You're doing this, right?
But you're dancing. But you're Millie rocking.
They won
whatever.
already.
They won, you're right.
They won.
But because
That's
the beat is hot. I remember when rap music,
it's
there was
the
a
beat,
story.
but it's also the melody that they doing. You got to understand too, like music is about melodic, being melodic. So you don't even have to so much be saying anything. As long as you got a dope melody, people gonna mess with you. So it really don't matter. When they were saying a hip hop, hibbity to hop, nobody was saying nothing about that. And to me, if you ask me, that's ABC rap.
Well
You know what I mean?
It is. But it
was well respected.
Well respected, but it was a great story.
Yeah.
But it was you could understand them.
Absolutely.
And it was a great story. The rap you got now, what are they saying? They're not saying anything.
Listen, I'm with you, but they're making everybody dance, and
One
that's
of
what
my
everybody
favorite
wanna do.
all-time groups were nursery rhyme rappers. Two of them.
Which ones?
Nice and Smooth and DOS Effects.
Yeah.
And that was stuff I was rocking. I still rock. I mean,
Rick was
you know,
awesome.
we had
Slick Rick too. That's a fact.
them up on the show a while back. Smooth B and
Yes.
so again, and they were,
No, but it was a time and an era for it, and it was nice things.
Facts.
But I understand what he's saying because like if you're sitting there and you're listening to certain raps, I mean, don't get me wrong, the beats are very nice. I love the beats. But when you're sitting there and you hear, I got to put borders in London, I'm like, what the hell are you saying?
What do you think your parents may have come from the Motown era? What do you think they think about
But
the stuff we were listening to?
But
I just think that sometimes
They thought it was noise.
Like I just think again, I mean,
Honestly,
I'm the same way. I have my golden age too. But I have to understand that, I'm at a certain age point where I necessarily those artists are not talking to me.
No.
I can fall back and say, that's their era.
I put it like this. I don't mind certain the rap stuff that's out now. I mean, personally me, I miss the party rap. I miss the rap
That's
that gives.
because it
I
was
miss the
your
rap.
era.
I miss the rap that gives all that stuff.
But it's like he said, it was your era.
Because the thing is, I don't want to keep hearing about how many girls you smash. I don't want to keep hearing about how many people you're shooting because that's just nothing but makes the thing just violence begots violence. So I mean, I'm more like a person that can just go
again,
into
that's
things.
because that's who you are.
No,
My
true.
grandma listened to Sam Cooke. My mama listened to Parliament. None of them got the music we got.
But you know what? But when they listen to the music back in the days, they listened to a whole lot of Parliament.
But my mama wasn't listening to Cool Mo D like
Facts.
Rodeo.
I
So
was
I'm
just
just
about
saying
to
it
say,
again. We that's why our show is to a certain age demographic because
No, true.
my niece look at that. Y'all don't play Little Boozy. No, we ain't playing Little Boozy up here.
But you know what?
This is not for you.
Y'all gonna play that Envy album though, right?
Yeah, we always gonna rock.
Y'all gonna play that Envy album.
Yeah.
Just say yes.
I say yeah. I say yeah.
We're gonna take a quick break.
All right.
We'll keep it going with Skywalker.
That's a fact.
When we come back, I want to talk about the business of music. Now
Let's
you
do it.
got G on the team here, but the business of music that obviously takes it from just being a love to a productive financial venture.
Cool.
We'll keep it going with Skywalker Talks. 9 Feet Lounge live on the Saturday. Come on back. Still chopping up with Skywalker Dutch.
Yes, sir.
And when we left off, Josh, you want to do the...
Yeah, first and foremost, I gotta go cop that Envy album.
Talk to him.
Out right now, all platforms.
Talk to him.
We gonna get this Envy album popping today. I don't understand. It's gonna be a movement right now.
Yeah.
But like we were saying, before we left was because I kind of drew a blank all of a sudden. I'm tired.
We were talking about the business.
You was gonna ask the business questions.
I don't. I had a good night's sleep.
I didn't.
All right, that's why.
But now, seeing as the business, what is the business aspect? What do you see the hardest thing is the business aspect right now?
The hardest thing?
Independent artist. As an independent artist, the hardest thing.
Right. I would say just putting yourself on that platform. Again, we're gonna go back to it taking a while before you even build a buzz. Like it takes a minute. You feel me? And then once you get that platform, you got to keep it. So you got to constantly reinvent yourself and make yourself greater than you was yesterday. The business, this is a hard business to get into. Not many people make it in this industry. You get chewed up by the sharks. So, I'm a shark, so I'm good.
Now the team you have, your squad, how do they hold you down? When,
oh, man.
It's got to be some days when you guys got to fight.
Yeah.
Like these fellas here, they'll tell you right now, we go at it. We have our little whatever chat rooms, whatever. We'll go at it. Kev will come hit me on the side. We'll go back and forth about ideas, so forth and so on.
Like we'll do later about punctuality.
Yeah, I'm working on it. 2019. Let's go.
Sidebar.
Envy album's out right now. 2018. Let's get it.
I was just gonna say, for the most part, when we argue, we just all listen to the Envy album. And then and then everything is good.
Everything is good again.
Everything is good.
But now, when you have your discrepancies, I want to go this way, and your manager says, no, I think we should go this way. How do y'all work that out, though?
Yeah, for the most part.
So the manager really tells you this is what we're gonna do and this is how we're gonna move.
I would say 80% of the time, yeah. 80% of the time. Look, man, if you don't have an open mind and you have a team, where else you gonna go? Where you gonna get in life if you don't have an open mind?
Well, see, one thing also with that too is that's another thing I can say that's really good too, because you say 80% of the time you're going to go about that route. That means that you really have hard trust for the gentleman. That you're going to definitely go there.
I just don't have trust for him. I got trust for the whole team. Like, they're not going to steer me wrong. They want to win too. You know what I mean? Just as much as me.
See, and that's good because when you don't have trust, you can't grow no place.
Yeah, that's a fact.
And that's a great thing that I can see. That's great to have on that.
He writes the checks too, so you definitely gotta have trust.
Yeah,
when you talk about the new era of technology, and again, technology was kind of how this show even birthed, compared to, from a music perspective, compared to terrestrial outlets.
Right.
The Hot 97s and whatever, KTLAs. Talk about the value that you find when you can put your music on Spotify and different digital outlets compared to terrestrial routes for artists like yourself.
I think in a sense, is yin and yang, man. It's good and bad because, again, it goes back to everybody wanting to do this. So we made it, or not so much we, but the industry made it where it's so accessible now to just reach everybody. So again, now you got people coming out of nowhere. They want to be rappers. They want to be artists and producers, and they go on these platforms. And sorry to say, it is watering it down a little bit.
Right.
But I think in a sense it also helps too, because not for nothing, trying to get a feature back in the day was just so hard because you literally had to send a CD or USB stick or whatever and wait 2 weeks, 3, maybe a month for it to come back to you. And then, because not every artist that you work with is in the same town as you.
Right.
So, but being that you have media now, it makes it so much easier to link and connect with other people. Real quick, just a sidebar, on the Envy album, my homie High Notes produced one of the tracks on there, which is called Lena. He's from Europe. That would have never happened a couple years ago. Yeah, it's a beauty, it's a gift and a curse, at the end of the day.
Now I'm looking at your track list for the Envy album I saw right now, and I see you have no features. And you were just saying about features. Was that a business decision not to have features on there, or there was really nobody you wanted to put on the Envy album?
It was more of a personal album for me. At that time I was going through a lot. Excuse me, long nights. I was going through a lot during that album. I do have a couple features on there. I think I got maybe 2. Yeah. Shout out to my homie Naku. Shout out to my homie Aaron. Yeah, just a personal album, and I didn't really want to tie anybody into what I was going through at that time because they wouldn't have understood that. So,
again, we're chopping up with Skywalker Dutch. Go get that new album, Envy.
That's a fact.
And this has been a great conversation. I want to thank you. I guess where I want to go with this now is Envy's out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to Penalty Entertainment, you know what I'm saying, for picking the boy up. Shout out to my homie Mazer and Ro. You know what I'm saying? They definitely keep me grounded. They put all the puzzles together. Shout out to Brooklyn Cloth, man. They sponsoring me right now. And Uncle Official is litty right now.
Respect. So when this album out now, what's the goal as an artist with Envy? Is it, the financial aspect? Is it just as growth for yourself? Is it a personal rendition of what you want to give the world, your time capsule piece? What's the goal with this current album out?
I think right now this is a stepping stone for me. It's a great album. The response that we're getting from it is incredible. Not that I'm surprised, but maybe a little bit.
Right.
And I just want the people to see that I'm talented and I got a lot more to offer. Like, I mean, I'm telling you, when y'all see the new music that I got after Envy is just, like I said, Envy is just a platform and it's just giving me a voice right now. So everybody, even though I don't got one right now, but
that's okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely a platform. I need everybody to go to go get that album because the album is a great album. I breathe life into it, and a lot of personal experiences in there. Yeah, that's a fact. I got an instrumental album out too under Penalty as well. So make sure y'all go cop that. If y'all want rap over them beats, you know what I'm saying, go get that. That's on every platform as well, Tidal, everything.
You and your label, definitely get us that music. We'll definitely put it on.
I appreciate
obviously
that.
Our 950 network, radio network we put in because, again, we support real music and we support the ones that support us.
That's a fact.
Before we get you out of here, and I kind of ask this question a lot, and I'm going to ask it to you.
All right.
Because, again, I've enjoyed this conversation. If anybody who just heard you as an artist, they realize now that you're more than just that. You're really focused on things. You communicate. Everything that you're doing is not by accident. So continue success with that. But my question would be, as you look beyond Envy and as an artist, as a person, what's the future hold?
I want a Grammy.
Okay.
I want a Grammy. And y'all gonna see that in a little minute. Maybe not off of this Envy album, because like I said before, it's a process. And getting that one record that's gonna get you there, I don't have it yet. And I'm cool with saying that, but I got dope records, believe that. But I don't got that Grammy record yet, and I'm gonna get it.
Right.
Because that's what I want.
Now, see, I think what you was asking too was that besides all of that and the Grammy, after the Grammy, everything else, where do you see yourself in the future? Where would you like your career to excel to?
I definitely would like to go into acting. We about to put together a project, not to let the cat out the bag, but we about to do a series all for the Envy album, actually, where we taking each song and we putting stories behind them. Nice. So you definitely gonna see another side of Skywalker. So definitely acting. That's something I would like to do. Not just because everybody else is doing it. I genuinely have a passion for that. So that's after the Grammy.
Entertainment, when you on stage, that you are acting.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Again, Skywalker Dutch. Where can people reach out to you? Find your social media, buy the album?
Yeah, you could hit me up at Skywalker Dutch on IG, Skywalker Dutch on Twitter. My Facebook is private, you know what I'm saying? Y'all go get that Envy album on Tidal, Spotify, Google Play, on every platform, as well as the instrumental album. It's on every platform.
And to you and your team, Gio, send us that link. We'll pop it on our website so people can go from our site right to where they can buy the album.
Facts.
And your name, you could get a little clothing line, Skywalker Dutch.
I'm saying, man, I'm telling y'all, with this Brooklyn Cloth thing, y'all don't even know what's about to happen.
He only one with hair here, so we can all wear hats.
I got y'all with merch soon. Don't worry about that.
Wait. I still wear a hat. I walked in with a hat on. What is he talking about? I walked in with a hat on.
That's a fact.
Again, go get that album, Envy. His name is Skywalker Dutch. Get used to him. You're going to see him a lot. Thank you for coming on the show.